SwayamPrabha. Digital India. Educated India.
A very warm welcome in the 5th module of the week 2 of the course Entrepreneurship and IP Strategy, titled Case Study 2 Biotechnology. So, in the earlier modules we have concentrated on innovation, types of innovation, innovation, market, IP, then invention, creativity. Now, this is the last session in this week and we are concentrating on a case study that is related to biotechnology, and we will see the journey of a biocon. A very inspiring journey it is, and this case study is we can say that yes, definitely it is a IP focused case studies. Now, you probably know the name of founder of a biocon, Miss Kiran Majumdar-Shaw. Now, you also might have seen the news that she has won the Ernst & Young World Entrepreneur of the Year 2020 award. She is the first woman entrepreneur from India and third Indian to win this title, that is a EY World Entrepreneur of the Year, and that is in the last 20 years she is like a third Indian. Now, I will request you to just browse through Google and find out who are the two other Indians who have received this award. Maybe you can write in the discussion forum that particular thing. Now, please watch this video. We generally keep such inspiring and interesting videos in latter part of the session. However, in this session we are just sharing it here so that you can just see the glory of this award. You are aware about the international ceremonies, award ceremonies like Miss World or Oscar. You just get the feel of this EY World Entrepreneur Awards. So, you can just see this video and see the glory of this prestigious award and how this ceremony is every year, what we can say, happen in the world, and they choose the best entrepreneur in the world. Watch this video please.
Focus, ideate, innovate, enable. 20th EY Entrepreneur of the Year Awards, celebrating entrepreneurial ingenuity. EY Entrepreneur of the Year is the world's most prestigious business award for entrepreneurs. As the first and only truly global award of its kind, EY Entrepreneur of the Year celebrates those who are building and leading successful, growing and dynamic businesses, recognizing them through regional, national and global awards programs in more than 145.
I hope you enjoyed this and know that now you are very eager to go into details of how particularly this biocon, what we can say, how it is developed and how she has achieved this so that she became the first woman in the what we can say who has received this award. So, Srimati Majumdar, she always said that she is an accidental entrepreneur. This is true, as she could not get the job due to traditional mindset. So, if you see the background, she is a graduate in zoology and she was not sure about what exactly she should pursue after graduation. She is from Bangalore and then her father suggested her to do a course in a breweries, a fermentation related activity, microorganisms are involved there. So, she explored that, and as per her father's suggestion, she has done this course from Australia. Her father is like working in that industry only. So, he suggested to her that okay, you explore this area. Now, as we know that brewery is something more like what we can say, that particular industry is man dominated, and it is very difficult that accept that woman is entering into that sector as a manager and she is controlling the that particular activities in that industry. It is not acceptable at that time. So, no one was ready to hire her in spite of her credentials. Yes, it was a gender issue, definitely. It was a long, what we can say, a long back. That scenario is like it's in 70s, this scenario was there. And this probably resembles the famous story of respected Sudha Murthy ji, and we are very well aware about her story also, that how she entered into Tata Mobile, where it was very clearly said that woman is not allowed to, means they should not apply also, something like that was written in the advertisement. And then what we can say, the respected Sudha Murthy ji, she contacted directly to Tata, and that story everybody knows. So, same thing happened here with the Miss Kiran Majumdar. So, what she has done, that then she started looking jobs outside India, and then she got some position in Scotland. And then before moving there in what we can say the industry, she met the founder of Biocon Chemicals. It was already there in Ireland, and she met the founder Auchincloss, and then she had some conversation that okay, for 6 months I will check if I could able to do that particular activity, and if I could not able to exhibit that activity in India successfully, you will give me the job similar of that kind. So, she was not in any way ready for this entrepreneurship activity. Now, this company, which is a Biocon, which is already there in Ireland, this was engaged in what we can say production of enzymes, and that enzymes will be used in brewing, food packaging and textile industries. Now, she joined there, and this Auchincloss, he was looking for a partner who can start organization in India. So, that was like a background there. And then when she joined, Majumdar joined there, and then she started activities. She returned India and she started this Biocon India in 1978. So, she started something, as always we know that any big company, it started in the garage. Same thing happened here. That was her rented house, and in that rented house she started with a capital of 10,000 in 1978. So, she decided to have this venture because already she was not getting jobs in India. She tried there, and then she was like pretty well, okay, I am ready to start this entrepreneurial activity, and she came back and she started this activity. Now, the major hurdle at that time was like a fund generation, and no bank was ready to support, because two things are there. She was interested in that breweries. Second thing is that woman. Third thing is that she is exploring biotechnology. Biotechnology was like a just started, what we can say, in India, and she is like a first to start this organization which is based on biotechnology, and nobody, it was not a proven technology, and so banks were also reluctant to fund this particular activity. Now, at that time if we see that scenario of 1978 and we in 2000 this 2020, if you see the scenario, now banks are ready to give loans. There are so many startup activities are there, and so many government initiatives are there. So, we are pretty lucky in this scenario that we have everything to start entrepreneurial activity. We have to just have that passion and a problem which we want to start. And here in 1978, when she started that particular activity, nothing, no that kind of facilities are available, and she tried in that adverse scenario, we can say, compared to this 2020 scenario now we are seeing. Now, she was just 25-year-old girl, and with her 10,000 rupees she has started this activity. Now, when she has started that activity, that innovation, one bank obviously they have tried, and this is very interesting this thing, that Mr. Wagul from ICICI, he helped in that. He just realized the value in that particular venture, and he given the first, what we can say, funding to her. And unfortunately, the thing what happened is that her first activity related to that organization failed, and that was not affordable for her that time, and she was little bit what we can say under fear that now if I am now this is a failure and how bank will look into this. But the scenario is like that. Narayanan Vagul, he just invested what we can say in that organization. He has helped and he has what we can say encouraged her to what we can say do that activity. And when in 1987 what the thing happened, that whatever stakes Mr. Vagul has taken, he has taken the stakes equity in that whatever the activity she was doing. And Unilever, you can just imagine, in India this activity is going on in Bangalore. Unilever, what we can say, they come to know something about this activity, and they Narayan Vagul, he just sold all his equity to Unilever, and within year time that value was like a quadrupled. You can imagine the value realized by outside organization, outside India organization, because they have seen that potential IP in the organization. Now, this is like a turning point in this organization history, what we can say. And then later, like she expanded this organization in 3000 square foot shed, and that went well. Then what we can say with the enzyme development and all that, it is grown further. Now, initial project was a patent development and then ice in glass development. Now, within a year of inception, this Biocon, you can just imagine that they have exported the enzymes in US and Europe, and this is the first Indian company to do that export. And as I have already mentioned, in the first year, at the end of that first year, she was able to expand it into 20-acre property. Now, you can just see that after that, means after that enzyme, when she was doing that particular activity, started with that enzyme, she transcribed that enzyme company into a biopharma. So, you can just imagine the journey, the course in zoology, then in brewery, no job, went to Ireland, came back, and then started this what we can say activity in Bangalore with a 10,000 rupees, just 25-year-old girl. And then eventually she started developing that enzyme. First failure was there, and then ICICI Bank comes into the picture, funding, and then that organization grows. And now this enzyme company, which is focusing on enzyme production, transcribed into the biopharma. The difference in this when it comes to biopharma thing, gestation period is long, then large capital is required, IPO is required, when that kind of activities are necessary when that kind of expansion is there. Now, she spearheaded Biocon's evolution from an industrial enzymes manufacturing company to fully integrated biopharmaceutical company with a well balanced portfolio of products, and a research focus was on diabetes, oncology and anti-immune diseases. So, then she established two subsidiaries like a Syngene, which provides early research and development support services on a contract basis, and then Clinigen, which focuses on a clinical research trials, and then later Clinigen was merged with a Syngene. Now, Syngene, it is listed in what we can say BSE and NSE in 2015, and current market cap of Syngene is like 14,270 crores. In 2004, after seeking the advice of Mr. Narayan Murthy Majumdar Shaw, she decided to list Biocon on the stock market. Now, her intent was to raise capital to further development of Biocon's research. Now, she is if you see, this is the first biotechnology company in India to issue IPO. Now, what we can say that if you see that IPO activity, it is like in the Biocon, this it's a second Indian company to cross something around $1 billion mark on the first day of a listing. That is what we can say a very historical movement in the what we can say in the history of this organization. Then currently, if you see the scenario of Biocon, it is like this. Mr. Siddharth Mittal is current CEO of this what we can say Biocon organization. Now, the company has almost 9,200 that is a staff is there, it is in Bangalore, yes. And then over the years now, this Biocon systematically leveraged the technology platforms from this enzymes to small molecules to recombinant proteins and antibiotics. Now, you can just imagine that it started with the enzyme and now it is in biopharmaceuticals. Now, they provide what we can say, if you see the organizations offering, it is like a high quality, cost competitive services they are giving worldwide. It produces diabetic agents, means like acarbase, then they are like in the biological segment, produces insulin, erythropoietin, then streptokinase is there, monoclonal antibodies are there. Then the few drugs, if we want to mention, it is like a sirolimus and then tacrolimus. These are the few drugs in the portfolio of this organization. Now, they produces and that market mix of specialty in industrial enzymes for industries like paper and brewing industry, then beverages industry, food industry, textile industry, distilling. So, whatever the enzymes which are required in this all kind of industries, this is also provided, means this is a another what we can say a product portfolio of a Biocon. Then the further, if you see, if we want to see the how exactly Biocon grown, that is like on 29th November 1978, this Biocon India was incorporated as a joint venture between Biocon Biochemicals Limited of Ireland and like Ms. Kiran Majumdar Shaw in Bangalore. They have started that activity in 1978. In 79, it became the first Indian company to manufacture and export enzyme. You can see that how fast this biotechnology and that particular activity is proved and export is started, and it is obviously that base is there in Ireland and that help to develop that particular activity, but in India it was like a definitely it was a challenge. Then in 1989, I just mentioned you about Mr. Vagul and how exactly he has given the motivation to her to develop her venture and how he has helped her by giving he has given the confidence like, okay, I am not only funding, I am taking the equity in your organization, and he also get benefited that he has taken that something around 1987 and 89 Unilever acquired that particular shares whatever there or equity, and he got the benefit in 1 year quadrupled that particular earnings which he has invested. Nothing like that, right. So, Unilever acquired this Biocon Biochemical Limited in Ireland and merged it with its subsidiary, and obviously that what we can say that decision Unilever has taken because they have seen the IP potential of this organization. In 1994, the company established Syngene. We have just seen that the development of a Syngene. Then in 1998, they agreed, when Unilever agreed, now this is very important step, that Unilever agreed to sell its shareholding in Biocon to the Indian promoters, and hence making a Biocon an independent entity. Now, if you see further in 2001, this became a first Indian company to be approved by US FDA. It is a landmark again, the what we can say achievement by this organization. In 2003, this became the first company worldwide to develop a human insulin, right, on a PCI expression system. So, that is again the next achievement is there. In 2006, Biomab first indigenously developed humanized monoclonal antibody, and that was for head and neck cancer. It was launched in 2006, and that is again a great achievement. In 2008, the company Biocon acquired a German company, right, 70% stake in that organization are acquired by Biocon. In 2009, Syngene Bristol Myers, that research facility was established in Bangalore, that what we can say a very strategic collaboration is there, and that is started in 2009. Moving further, then the Malin announced strategic collaboration with Biocon to enter global generic biological market. In 2010, Biocon expanded to Malaysia. Then in 2011, Biocon launched Insupain, a convenient and affordable reusable insulin delivery. It's like a, what we can say, it was a very good news for that diabetes patient, that it was a very easy to use this, and it is like a little relaxation, although they are suffering from that disease. But this is like what we can say, some relief that okay, they have that this pain kind of what we can say thing, the device which will help them, and it will be easier for them to take the injections of insulin. That was a, what we can say, great offering of the organization. In 2012, again the strategic collaboration with Abbott, right, and that is like that collaboration was with Syngene to open a first nutrition R&D center in India. In 2013, Biocon launched biological drug. Right. Now, that was again what we can say the great achievement by Biocon. Then they have launched the world's first biosimilar drug to treat a breast cancer in 2014. Then that achievements and what we can say the activities of Biocons continued in 2015. Biocon launched a hepatitis C drug in India, and that was again the, what we can say, very affordable what we can say offerings by the organization. In 2016, recently they become the first Indian company to launch a biosimilar insulin. Then the next, like in 2017, they were the first locally manufacturing biosimilar product, and yes, it is approved for sale by the Malaysian drug regulator. US FDA approved this particular thing also. 2018, very recently, Biocon Malin got European Commission approved to make biosimilar insulin. So, it is like a great achievements by this organization. Every year some or the other very what we can say innovative products offerings are given by this organization. So, you can just imagine the journey started with an enzyme, and as Ms. Kiran Majumdar, she has said that yes, I am the accidental entrepreneur. Zoology to that what we can say breweries to enzymes and to biopharma, and then this whole journey till this today, what we can say, with that award which is received, like a first Indian woman to get this award in 20 years, like this is a big achievement. Now, as per Biocon's perspective, if we see the IP management of the organization, they are building IP portfolio by filing a patent applications covering product processes and formulation, whatever it be, but they are taking caution that everything will be IP protected. Strictly protect IPs including brand names, designs and copyrightable matters also. IP awareness, which is a very important, it is not limited to R&D, but new joinee whosoever is there, and that is a very important step of the organization, that IP awareness is throughout the organization. Product portfolio, if we see, they show the what we can say a broad product portfolio is like life saving biopharmaceuticals for diabetes, cancers, autoimmune disorders, cardiovascular diseases, that kind of whole offerings are given, and yes, everything is protected by patents. If we see the number of patents, there are 1250 patents are there, and 820 trademarks are there, which are in the what we can say portfolio of this Biocon. Then further, if you see the IP activities and the management, if you see, they comply with the international IP system. Obviously, means whenever IP system is a very harmonized, you can see that they have if you see the IP portfolio, there are patent they are filing patent in, obviously in various countries. 17 patent families are there in that portfolio, if we see. Then they have advanced whatever IP databases are there, or whatever that what we can say software availables for IP management are there. Definitely Biocon is following that particular thing. Then they are doing the knowledge sharing sessions, like within organization they will discuss IP case laws, and then the lawsuit extensively, especially IP department will be within IP department, that activity will be there, but also within organization wherever it is necessary to pass that information, they are passing this information within organization through knowledge sharing sessions. There is a continuous upgradation about IP development in the organization. Then if we see further that if required for the generic what we can say market, obviously they are following that para 4 certifications, and they also they are strategizing, although that is not part of the what we can say IP, but yeah, they are following that FDA related activities. Now, if we see this award related, means they are doing all these activities, and definitely they have won several awards related to IP, like Asia Elite Award is there, and that is Asia Elite Forum in 2016. This is the only Indian biopharma company who have received this award. Then there is a Asia AP, if we see that IP team of the company won Best In-House IP Team of the Year award in the Global IP Conclave held in 2015. They have also received a Pharmexcel Gold Patent Award 2014-15 in the biotech category for filing the highest number of patents. It is a very good number. That is, when we say that 1250 patents are there, it is a very good number, we can say. Now, just means to get the idea how Ms. Mujumdar has done this, develop this what we can say organization. Please watch this video that how she is sharing her what we can say views, how exactly her journey is.
Hi, I'm Kiran Mazumdar Shaw, and you're watching me on Femina.in. This is a very important milestone, and I absolutely want to convey my warmest wishes to Femina on their 60th anniversary for doing such a fabulous job for women in India. I really think that, 40 years since I started my business, I still believe that we need to see more women in the business world. There are just too few of us, and I think we need to populate the business landscape with more women, because we do need gender diversity.
It's very inspiring, right? So, I hope that you enjoyed this inspiring journey of Biocon, which we have seen just now, started with enzyme to biopharma. Revenue, current revenue, if you see, it is like a 5,658.8 crores. That is a current revenue of this organization. Started with a 10,000, you can just see the journey, 1250 patent, 820 trademarks, and it's still growing. So, you can just imagine that how this organization, yes, it is growing in the biotech sector, the good portfolio protected by what we can say IP, and that helps them to give the competitive advantage in the market. So, with this we come to the end of this session, and obviously we are completing the second week also. From the next week we are focusing on IP types. Now, you got now the pretty well idea about the entrepreneurship, IP, its relationship, innovation types, and how exactly it is the. So, we got that idea now. Now, we will concentrate on IP from next week, and each type of IP will be covered in 1 week, and that way you will get the idea how this IP that what we can say law is there, that procedural part is there, what is the infringement, that all you can see in the upcoming sessions. See you in the next session. Thank you.